Hello, and welcome to Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura, one of my favourite role-playing games of all time. As this is my first video Let's Play, I really wanted to take you into the wonder of the world that is Arcanum. Now, rather than one of our pre-selected starting characters, such as Merwin Tumblebrook that the game provides, we'll be creating our own character. In this case, I'm playing the character of Jack Hunt. Now, whilst I often enjoy playing girls in video games, because I'm going to be voicing all of this, it's going to sound a little bit better if we're male. And rather than a boring old human, although actually humans are pretty cool in this game, we are going to take on the role of Jack Hunt, half-orc. Now, half-orcs are pretty cool as far as Arcanum is concerned. Of the races available to the player, such as humans, dwarves, in fact humans, run-of-the-mill, dwarves, strong technological aptitude, weak at magic, elves, strong magical aptitude, not so good at technology, half-elves, watered-down elves, but less of dicks, gnomes, popular, rich, large-nosed businessmen, halflings, sneaky, cheery, constant thievery, very good if you're playing a sort of Fifi type character. The half-ogre, which is an excellent tank, not very intelligent, but able to put their fist through a brick wall. And the character we'll be playing, the half-orc. Now, half-orcs have a natural disposition towards strength and combat. Unfortunately, they're quite ugly. They are perhaps prone to losing their tempers, and most half-orcs are the result of an unwilling union between a male orc and a female human. As such, there is some stigma to being a half-orc, and that will show up during the game. The half-orc we're going to be playing is Jack Hunt, with this charming portrait here. And of the many, many backgrounds which are available, such as being a mad doctor, or being the mad doctor's monster, we will be taking the role of a bandit. Now, Jack originally comes from the realm of Caledon, and having been raised by a polite father with an orcish mother, alas, Jack fell to poor ways due to, well, frankly, constant oppression. And whilst he tries to do the memory of his father proud by learning to be polite, it was just so easy to kill people and take their things. Jack, unfortunately, committed quite a few too many crimes and was being chased by the law. So the last thing he was able to do in Caledon was to steal a passport, sneak on board the I.F.S. Zephyr, and take a trip past the Caledonian border to Tarant. And that is where we'll be starting. Now, these backgrounds give Jack a natural advantage to dodging and melee fighting, and a little bit of an advantage to firearms, which is going to prove quite useful. So we're going to stack that advantage a little further, and in recognition... Can you do that? No. And in recognition of Jack's noble-ish father, we're also going to give him a little bit more charisma and a little bit of persuasive ability. Jack is not by nature the most charming, but he is able to swindle his way through things now and again, having been not just a bandit, but also an occasional con man. This is the technology section. We can start out knowing one or two little advantages. For instance, we can start out knowing how to produce a very fine revolver. We're not going to at the very start of this. Or are we? Now my plan was to give Jack a little bit of magical ability, notably in the necromantic arts. However, that's something we can leave off a little bit till later. So instead, we're going to give Jack the ability to craft his own guns. It's a useful little technological skill, and while Jack does start with a revolver, it's good to be able to give him the opportunity to create his own later. You may notice here there's this scale, and it's displayed. It's the skill. It's the difference between your magical and technological aptitude. At the moment, Jack has a technological aptitude of 16 out of 100. The higher your technological aptitude, the more expensive your spells are. The higher your magical aptitude, the more likely that when you fire a gun, it'll explode in your hands, and other various problems. But for the moment, we've got the basic setup for a technologist. I'm going to say that during his time as a bandit, Jack learnt how to craft his own weaponry and has a bit of skill in that department. Eventually, he might get a little bit of knowledge in explosives, but we'll reach that when we get to it. So, I think that's all of our points. Yes. Okay, so a little bit of firearm skill, a little bit of persuasive, and the ability to make your own guns. I think that's a fine start for Jack. Now, as he did very much break into the I.F.S. and smuggle himself on, Jack doesn't have any money. He does have an excellent little revolver, which it's fairly speedy, does between 3 to 12 damage, and if you compare it to the starting flintlock, which is 1 to 6 and absurdly slow, you can respect the revolver. He also starts with 50 bullets, nice number, and a reasonable suit. Not the shiniest, but nothing, nothing to be ashamed of. So, as I said, Jack has smuggled himself aboard the I.F.S. and is currently posing as a Caledonian gentleman, Sir Jack Huntington.
Help me, please. Oh, thank you, my friend. I haven't got much time. You must find the boy. Find the boy and give him back his ring he will know what needs to be done. Now listen to me. We had to do it. He did unspeakable things to us. We had no choice but to do as he said. There are so few of us left, but the work is almost finished. And then the evil, you can't imagine. He's coming back to destroy everything and everyone. Please, just find the boy. Tell him that I escaped. I came back to warn. He will know what to do. You, my friend, it's all up to you.
Can't believe it. I mean, you and then the Zeppelin and the fire. And the altar says that... Do you have any idea what all of this means?
By the gods, man, I almost died here. Did you see the crash?
You speak. I mean, of course you speak. What am I, a blathering idiot? Wait, what did you say? Maybe I should be writing all of this down.
What the bloody hell are you talking about? Out with it, man.
I am at a loss here. I don't quite know what to do. I mean, you are the... Oh, of course you are. I mean, you do know who you are, right? Of course you do. What sort of brainless, half-baked question is that for what do you call yourself?
Am I being unclear? Your babbling is incomprehensible.
Please forgive me. I'm making a bloody mess of this whole affair. My name is Virgil, sir, and I'm new to the panari religion. Your religion, and wait! I hereby dedicate, commit my life to the living one. I, Virgil, am at your service, sir.
Yes. Right. You may, rise and serve me, loyal Virgil.
Listen, sir. I may be new to the panari, but that doesn't mean that this morning was my first sunrise. Are we clear on that? I can see that you're as muddled about all of this as I am, and I don't appreciate being made a fool of. You keep that up and I'll tell you where you can stow that living one rubbish. Sir?
I liked this chap. I was a little bit worried that we'd been cornered by a religious maniac, but no, it seems that this is a bit of a chap after my own heart. Sorry, just a joke, old chap. But please, explain this further.
Yes, of course. You see, you're him. I mean, the reincarnation of what's his name? I can never remember. And I'm always getting him mixed up with the other fellow, the bad one. You, well, you know how all of those old elven names sound the same.
I don't think I'm quite getting the gist of it, old chap.
Yes, right. Just give me a moment here. You see, the panari, that's the religion that was formed around the things that he said. I mean, that you said. Oh, forget it. Let's start at the beginning. Or this beginning, since there is a lot more that came before this. You are the reincarnation of a powerful elf who the panari worship, and whose name is,
Yes?
Right. Yes, the name. Wait. I remember something. It is written in the scriptures. The living one will live again on wings of fire. No, wait. I think it says, reborn on wings of fire. Oh, blood and ashes. Why do elves always have to be so damn cryptic?
Okay, do the scriptures speak of a dying gnome and a ring?
I don't know about the ring, but this business about the evil one returning. As I've said, I don't know a whole lot about the panari prophecies, but I think you were supposed to return and fight someone evil. Bloody hell, I should know more of this.
So, what you're saying is that I'm meant to be some sort of great religious figure? That's ludicrous!
Look, I understand this whole thing sounds ridiculous, especially with you being a half-orc. But let me just accompany you down the mountain to Shrouded Hills. I can introduce you to my mentor, Elder Joachim. He can explain this all better than I can. I'm rather new to this whole panari thing myself.
My being a half-orc? What's wrong with being a half-orc?
Nothing. It's just that the Living One is the reincarnation of a powerful elf wizard. I can't, remember his name, but I think it's carved down on that altar. I'd have thought you'd have been an elf, or perhaps a half-elf.
Well, that proves it then. I'm not this living one you're seeking.
As far as I can remember, the scriptures make reference to there being something unusual or unexpected about you when you return.
I'm telling you, I am not this elf that you're speaking of.
You're not actually him, just the, spiritual embodiment of his essence, or something like that.
Oh, for the love of Valorian. Look, this is preposterous. I've heard quite enough.
Look, obviously we're both involved in this whether we like it or not. Please, you must trust me. I know all of this sounds ludicrous, but if you'll just speak with the Elder Joachim, I don't want to fail him.
Very well. We'll speak to this Joachim fellow. You can, I don't know, not disappoint him, and I can go on my merry way, okay? I'll just play along for now.
The path out of here leading down to Shrouded Hills is down to the southeast. We'll stop by the Panari Shrine on the way out. See if it makes any of this any more clear. We should look for any other survivors before we leave, though. What do you think?
Honestly, I couldn't care less about these unlucky buggers. Although, they might have something worth losing on them. I mean, yes. Let's search for survivors, old chap. Agreed. Speaking of which, this gnome. Yeah, he's got something on him. Match. Well, courtesy of the Roseborough Inn. And... passport! A Preston Radcliffe. Huh. You know, it's funny, that looks a lot like the passport I stole. Anyway, let's take a look around and... Ooh, wine! Nice. You know, it's been a stressful day. I might just have a bit of a drink. No. Wait till we've settled down. Not just yet. It's filaments, just pieces of random technological nonsense. Yes, more bodies. Fun fact, the bodies scattered around the wreckage of the I.F.S. Zephyr are actually the bodies of the pre-constructed characters. Oh, goodness. Nothing a good shot with a revolver can't handle. Speaking of which, I'm just going to adjust the combat settings. Fast turn-based. The combat of Arcanum is by default turn-based. The real-time combat was added in very much at the last minute and is a little unfinished as a result. Now this fellow is quite fun. He's got a bit of gold, bit of what appears to be electrolyte solution, all stuff we can sell. Oh, goodness. Oh, balls. Run away! Let's run away a little bit more, and... Right. Jack is not exactly a crack shot at this particular moment. I think we can say safely. Oh dear. It's a good thing we have charisma. Not charisma. It's a good thing we have Virgil here, isn't it? Well, it's nice at least that we have someone to protect us against the bloody wilds of this place. A little bit more wine there. Yes, all right. It's always good to have a drink. Get a little of pig flesh, so to speak. That's an interesting thing. You see on the target there's the eye and the light bulb. Suggests, I can't remember exactly what the eye means. I think it means that we don't have a good physical view of him, but the light means that it's actually too dark to get a good shot in. So I'm not really sure about the specifics. I think maybe it means that he can't see us, so we get a bonus. I'm not 100% certain. Now you notice how the the percentage on the target bar went up there. That's because it's a lot easier to hit something when you've knocked it unconscious, as we have in fact as we did just there. Oh dear, such a terrible shot right now. Oh. Could be worse though, I have to say. Perhaps shooting skills like this are the reason why Jack had to flee Caledon, as it were. Oh, give it a... Wow, at point blank range, unconscious, Jack still can't shoot a wild pig in the head. That is just embarrassing. Especially because we're starting to run low on bullets. Probably worth looking around for something.
What is this? It seems a strange flying device, but much smaller than the blimp. I've never seen anything like it.
Some manner of heavier than air form of flight. Well, yes, it looks very much like the machine which attacked us, actually.
And isn't that an ogre among the wreckage? It seems very unlikely that an ogre would have the intelligence to fly such a complex device.
No, they didn't really. They destroyed themselves in the attack.
Do you see that strange amulet that he's wearing? And that symbol on its face? I don't recognize it. Do you?
Well, I haven't really got a good look at it, but I can't say that I do, old chap.
Something isn't quite right about all of this. I don't remember the scriptures talking about flying ogres and the like. We'd better get to Shrouded Hills and find Elder Joachim as soon as possible.
Yes, sooner we can find Joachim, sooner I can get back to my life.
And be careful. These wolves are none too friendly.
Indeed. What is that? Maxim Machinery. Caledon? Good lord. You don't suppose they were here for me? No, that's preposterous. No one's going to shoot down an entire airship to get one escaped criminal. What is that? An iron hexagram. Peculiar. I wonder if there's some sort of bounty hunting service. Let's see if there's anything else we can find. Could do a stem. Large spring. All of these items are extremely useful if you get into the crafting, into the technological crafting side of things. And technology is all about crafting things. It's one of the most entertaining parts of the game. Nope. What successfully shooting? Oh, yeah. You notice the brick wall? That's because Virgil is standing in the way of me shooting the wolf. That would not be ideal.
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Sorry, old chap. You know, we might need to find somewhere safe to camp just for the night at this rate. If only to be able to successfully shoot stuff. Ugh, I'm so sorry, old chap. What's around here? Ginkgo root. Oh, a cave. Excellent. We might be able to bed down for the evening. Oh god, rats! Let's move into the light. I'm sure the bastards will come for me, but... Oh dear. Oh, right, they're all piling up on Virgil. Wonderful. Sorry, old chap. Looks like you're kind of taking the brunt of this one. not going well. Oh, well done, Virgil. Successfully managed to dodge an attack there.
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Yep, I definitely just shot myself in the leg there. It's a little embarrassing. Fortunately, as you may have observed by this point, Virgil is a very capable healer. Actually, both magically and technologically. Finally! Finally managed to get a shot on that bastard. With all the trouble we've been having, I'm seriously considering just beating these things with my bare hands. Right. Any better luck on these? No. Ugh. Let's try and get the one that Virgil's already had some progress with. Some sort of lamp or torch would be really useful right now. Okay, I'm not having any luck with this. Let's see. There are barrels I can look at. Okay, junk pile. Maybe there's something in here that I can use to cast a little light on the situation. Because really, this is just embarrassing. Saltpeter and arrows. Wonderful. Well, saltpeter I'll take because I can sell it, and also at some point it might become very useful to me, but okay. Let's go try that barrel. Ah, broken flintlock. Small metal tube. It's not really that useful to me right now. I really wish it was. Well, these at least I can take. Fantastic. I could, if I really wanted to, make a new pistol. I've already got a pistol. I don't need a new one. Right. Let's wait. See if we can make some progress on this then. Ugh. In the early levels, combat can be a bit of a bother, simply because you can't manage to successfully shoot anything. I definitely could have picked a more combat-ready setup. Not by a great deal. This is, I did the best I could with it. And there was an earlier build I tried out when recording, which was embarrassingly bad. But Jack here at least has some basic capacity with the gun. There you go. That said, though, we could really use some sort of lantern. Oh, healing yourself up, are you, Virgil? Well, be sure to attend to me when you can. Oh no, we're going to move here. That way if they shoot them, at least in the light. Ugh, so embarrassing. I could definitely use some guns. Some decent ammo at this rate. Well, I'm glad that we're having some basic effect. No, just ore and coal. I mean, yes, eventually I'm going to need some coal, but not as useful as I was hoping. Oh, and a dead body. Wonderful. I don't suppose the rats. I suppose the rats must have killed him. Well, let's get over here by the light. Fantastic. So not only are they rats, they're murder rats. That's all I need. There we go. Let's leave the bloody murder rats behind. Oh, great. suppose we can sleep here. Bullets! Fantastic. Bullets and gold. Charcoal! Wonderful. Cool. Grenades. Oh. A revolver chamber. That will be later, useful a bit later. And dynamite. Dynamite is a wonderful little machine. I'm sorely tempted for us to just sleep until the morning. No. We've got business to do. Let's investigate this body then. Wonderful. Nothing to loot. What the shit? Please help me. Please, I beg of you, the pain. What happened to you? I was cursed by evil priest. My name was Charles Brago. My friend and I asked only for something to eat, some sustenance. We were poor, wandering, and he cursed us. My friend cursed with madness, attacked me, killed me. The pain. I am cursed to be held to this realm, unable to be released. Please, I need your help. Help you? If you were alive, you would be spitting on me. Never! I protested treatment of orcs and half-orcs when I still lived. I was a man of peace and respect. Well, I don't know. What do you think, Virgil? I'm quite unsure. Why should we help you? I can tell you something valuable. I'm listening. First, need to kill priest Arbala. He lives here. Only his death will free me. And what valuable information will you impart for my help? I know of a treasure buried for years. If you know of this treasure, why were you poor? We had taken an oath of poverty. We were monks. Right. I'm not certain I believe you. And in fact, I don't believe you, and I'm not interested in your fool's errand. Still, though, Arbor. Suppose we could investigate. Alright. We know where this Arbor fellow is, we can at least talk to him. I have to say, this is running very slowly. I might need to restart things soon. Let's get at least to the end of this map. I feel this may be a result of the 64-bit operating systems. Considering this game was released in, I think, 1999 or 2000. Edit out all of this weight. And then maybe restart my computer. Right then, let's just get out of this damned place Oh dear. Wonderful. Goodbye, wolf. Oh god damn it, you're not dead. And you're gnawing on my leg. Wonderful.
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Oh, Virgil. Right. Let's get on with things then, shall we? Oh, thank you, Virgil. Yes, we're definitely seeing performance problems from... Oh dear God, what is that?
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
So I don't know why it's not showing me its stats. There's definitely some sort of bug going on there. Oh, good lord. Kite and a wolf. Wonderful. Lovely. Ugh. Wonderful, I'm nearly out of bullets as well. Right. Do we have anything else? Well, we've got we've got bombs, but we may just have to do this the old-fashioned way of punching things. Right. New plan. Real-time combat, and we run. Here, let Virgil deal with these. Just gonna kick this to death. Now, Virgil's magic keeps fizzling because of my strong technological aptitude. Alas, magic and technology in this universe really don't mix too well, and there are some lovely there's a lovely explanation for it later. Let's just try and get out of this damned valley. Ah, what's this then?
The altar should clear things up for us a bit. It says, and the spirit of Nazarene shall be reborn on wings of fire in hills shrouded in fog, and fight the last battle with the evil one.
And the evil one, who is that?
I'm sorry, but I don't know. I guess we better find out, considering you're supposed to fight him.
Well, that's probably a good idea, Virgil. Let's go, shall we?
Yes, of course.
Hello. Who's this gentleman? It's an elf. Hold there. What are you doing up here? Who are you to ask? What are you doing here?
I mean no disrespect, sir, but I don't trust this bastard one bit. Bloody convenient he just happened to show up here just now, don't you think? Oh, excuse my language, sir.
Well, what would you recommend, Virgil?
I've dealt with buggers, individuals like this before. Perhaps you'll let me talk with him for a few minutes.
Well, normally I'd just shoot him, but we're out of bullets, so... Alright, Virgil, you do what you think is best.
Thank you, I'll take care of this. You there! What exactly are you doing up here? And what gives you the right to ask so many questions?
I'm just asking a simple question. What are you two doing up here? I'm from Shrouded Hills, a village not far from here, and I witnessed this terrible accident. Is it such a crime to wonder what exactly is going on?
Oh, really? Listen, I came from Shrouded Hills myself. It's at least a day's journey from here. There's no way you could have traveled here that fast. I think you're lying, sir.
I didn't come from Shrouded Hills just now. I was camping not far from here and saw the blaze. Why are you questioning me? I've done you no harm.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm asking the questions here, and I don't like your answers. I'm going to ask you one more time. Why are you here?
I don't recommend you speak to me that way, friend. I've just asked a question, and I'm expecting an answer. We can make this simple or more difficult. Oh. Balls. I completely picked the wrong answer there. Oh dear. Well, okay, it looks like we're accidentally taking over, and Virgil is not doing the talking here. This is embarrassing. So, yes, I just saw the incident. What are you doing here? I'm from Shrouded Hills, a town not far from here. I saw the crash and came here as fast as I could. Yeah, well, I just saw the accident and ran up here as fast as I could. Oh, really? So you weren't on the blimp? What were you doing up here in the first place? I've been camping. I saw the crash from afar and came to investigate. I love how the choices are exactly the same. I might just do the same question actually as Virgil. Aren't you full of questions? What do you want to know? I just saw the crash. Crash and want to see if there are any survivors. Well, I'm just here to see. I don't like your tone, sir. Get out of my way. Oh, crap. Let's just punch this man to death then. In an ideal world, normally Virgil talks this man out of getting in our way, and we don't have to beat the crap out of him with our bare fists.
Are you blind? What in God's...
Unfortunately, in this situation, I cocked up, selected the wrong option because the game was dodgy. And yes, right. Alright, Virgil, I don't think we should maybe not hang around. What was this fellow? Oh, goodness. Oh, another of these. Right, Virgil, I think we should... let's go on our merry way, shall we? Good. As things like this happen, we end up getting some... the journal gets periodically updated, and it's quite fun to periodically just check it. Still though, Shrouded Hills is where Virgil came from. It's where we're meeting Joachim. However, that fellow Brago, he mentioned a priest, an evil priest called Arbala. Frankly, at this moment, I'm interested in seeing whether or not Arbala has any bullets. We're going to set off to meet him, but I think that's going to happen next time, after I've rebooted my computer and sorted out some of the performance issues.